What's going on? It's Sheiv, the Wise. Welcome back to Vader's lair. It's here. It's here. The Kenobi show has finally had its first teaser trailer, and your boy is hyped. Let's go. I freaking can't believe that the trailer actually dropped. I can't believe it. Let's get it though. We're gonna be breaking down the trailer, watching it live with you guys, reacting to it. Let's get this thing going. I cannot wait. I hope you guys enjoyed it if you've seen it already, and if you haven't, let's get into it. Let's get in the lair. Let's talk about how this day has kind of gone so far, and let's get into the Kenobi trailer. Let's do it. Welcome back to Vader's lair, everybody. It's your boy Sheiv the Wise. So we had heard for quite some time there might be a Kenobi trailer dropping today, and it happened. It happened finally, and it was glorious. I thought it was absolutely glorious. We're gonna be watching it here, breaking it down here in a minute, but I want to take you guys through this day because it's been a wild day for myself. I was having some car issues with my battery, having some trouble with work stuff. Like, it was just a long day. And we had this Entertainment Weekly kind of article thing pop out earlier this morning around like 6-ish kind of o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time, so in my area. And as I get to work, I'm checking out all these awesome photos of Kenobi that we're going to get into here in a little bit. And I was like, dang, this is dope. We're probably getting the trailer. And as time's going on, Star Wars Santa did a stream early. I'm like, yo, this trailer might not come today. And I'm telling everybody, relax, because the investor thing starts at like 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it was like pretty early in the day still. So the investor thing starts. I'm kind of listening to it in the background at work, and they get into the Marvel stuff. Bob Chapek, the Disney CEO, or whatever you want to call him, Bob Chapek basically talks about how the Marvel shows are coming up, and he's talking about all these Marvel shows. I'm like, great, we're gonna get Marvel trailers again and nothing for Star Wars. And then he skips right over Marvel after he talks about the shows that are coming this year and goes to Star Wars. And then it seems like, oh, he's probably not gonna. And then at the end he goes, and we're gonna give you a first look at the new trailer. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. So I watched it live instantly as it was dropped. Stopped doing what I was doing at work, watched it with my work coworker actually. And now let's watch it again here with you guys. I cannot wait. Let me know what you guys thought of it in the trailer, or let me know what you guys thought of the trailer in the comments down below. But let's watch it together here for probably probably the millionth time. Let's be real. But let's turn down the music. Let's get this going. I want to make sure that you guys can hear it too. So give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Sorry about this. Hey, welcome into the chat, Tim, Yoshbricks, Don Clotterman, Star Wars MCU OG, and my boy Lord Vito, of course. Potentially, we might be getting into some spoilery territory. I know most of you guys in here kind of know what's good with the spoilers, but just in case you don't, I wanted to give some warning. And welcome to the channel, by the way. So make sure to smash the like button as you enter in. Subscribe if you're new. Let's get this trailer rolling though. I'm gonna turn down the music. Let's get this thing going. All right, I gotta make sure the audio is coming out of here. All right, we should be good. We should be good. And let's get this thing going. CT0420, welcome into the chat. Smalls, Aaron Tomato. Let's watch the official Obi-Wan Kenobi teaser trailer together. Let's go. So, hey, he's riding a little Eop or whatever it's called.
The fight is done. We lost.
Battle of the Heroes to start off the trailer too. Man, Luke Skywalker, yo!
Stay hidden.
Oh, it's still giving me freaking chills, man. Let's go! Yo, the first time I watched this, I thought that was Vader's castle, and then it showed. This is like an Inquisitor hideout. Woo! And the Grand Inquisitor too.
Jedi cannot help what they are. Their compassion
Hell yeah, man. This looks so good.
The Jedi code is like an itch. He cannot-
Yo, that Inquisitor is new.
Where is he?
Damn. Let's go. Wow. I'm freaking ready, man. I'm ready. Let's go. And the Vader breaths to cap it off. Let's go. Coming May 25th. Let's get it, man. Let me know what you thought of that trailer in the comments down below. We definitely got to watch that thing at least a handful more times. Dang, what the heck just happened? That was incredible, though. Let me know what you guys think of this trailer down in the chat. For me, this thing is perfection, even if it is less than 2 minutes. You know, like, I can't wait to see more teaser trailers as we, you know, reach to the show. I'm almost surprised that this thing came out today still. Like, I'm still in disbelief, still in shock by how good this trailer is and how much of it kind of confirms some of the stuff that we've heard a little bit over the past few months about this show as it's slowly come down. I am so hyped. Let me know how hyped you guys are in the chat, though. Let me know how hyped you are. Hey, it's good to see you. It's good to see you guys. Let's see. Hope survives. Yes, it does. Indeed. I think I might be at hype level 7 to hyped. Hey, well, 7 is still a pretty high level of hyped. I'm off the charts at this point. That was a sick effing trailer. I hope they don't drop the ball. Hey, I don't think they will. I don't think they will, CT0420. Hey, I've definitely been waiting to go live all day myself. I'm glad I freaking finally got here. Brainstorm Pony says, did anyone see the Disney news site about upcoming series on Disney Plus? They misspelled Obi-Wan. I have not seen that. I have not seen that. General Kenobi. All right, let's watch this thing again, but I want to watch it in slow speed, and I'm probably going to turn the audio down or off. But let's watch it again and kind of go over each little thing. And then we'll get into the EW article from earlier today as well. So there we get Obi-Wan kind of going through his life. I mean, I'll do a little bit faster. And we see him on Tatooine. And he's definitely we see him kind of working here. It looks like he's picked up a day job on Tatooine to kind of keep busy. This is 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. So it kind of makes sense that he's trying to fit in. It could be part of his cover. Who really knows exactly? But it does seem he has a day job here on Tatooine. And then now he's kind of going off to hide. It seems like he's in hiding during this time period for sure. And we see him kind of by himself, a recluse, all alone. I'm so excited too, Jay. I am so excited. And then he's watching the Lars homestead, keeping his eyes out on Luke. We see Luke right there doing the whole pod racer thing like Anakin does in episode 1, Phantom Menace, when he's about the same age, about 9-10 years old, right? So I think it's dope to see the poetry that, you know, Luke is already envisioning himself getting off of Tatooine like Anakin did and hoping for a better life one day. Like, it's just, it's everything you want to see with Luke at this time period, in my opinion. I think it's just perfect. It's perfect. And I love that little, like, nod to it, the fact that Obi-Wan sees him doing this, and who knows, maybe it's making Obi-Wan even concerned about Luke eventually becoming similar to Anakin, you know. So I think it's dope that we get to see a small glimpse of Luke and that Obi-Wan watching him. It's just perfect, that little scene there, and you can even tell Obi-Wan's almost concerned. He's not sure that this is. And man, when they start playing Duel of Fates right there with the logo, perfection. I can't believe how involved it seems like John Williams might actually be. And then we get this shot of the ship, and I swear, the first time I watched this, that's Vader's castle. It looks like it, right? Nope. It seems as though this is going to be kind of the hideout for the Inquisitors. It's like their own little Vader's castle. And we see a shot later on where all of them are kind of in a meeting in this underwater, I don't know, castle, I guess, for the Inquisitors. I don't know what to call it. It's the lair. This is the lair. Vader's lair. Come on. But I think it's dope that we get to kind of see this. It seems like the Inquisitors are really going to be a big part of the show, which that's awesome to me. And we get our first glimpse of a live action Grand Inquisitor there. Let's go back real quick. Let me know what you guys think of this in the chat. I'm not going to say it's bad by any means, and I think Rupert Friend is going to knock this. I think he's a really good actor, and he's probably going to knock this out of the park. But I think they could have done a little bit better with the continuity of how his species looks. Like, I don't even think he looks bad per se. Like, I think there's definitely some scenes where he looks better than others in the trailer. But let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think they probably should have kept it more realistic, or like more, you know, similar to what they did with those kind of characters in Revenge of the Sith. But I'm not, it's nitpicky at that point, you know. I'm not even complaining. I think it looks great still. I think this being an early Grand Inquisitor, so a couple years before we see him in Rebels, like, I'm just super excited to see what we get out of these Inquisitor characters. I'm super excited to see how involved they really are in the show. It seems like it's going to be a freaking awesome time. Big Stevie W, good to see you in the chat, my friend. He says, just needs the yellow eyes and people will shut up. To be honest, it's not even that big of a deal if his head's as long, you know? It's good to see you here, though, Steve. Fizz Magic is finally here. It is, and it feels so good. It feels so good. Steve Sarenka says, trailer got me hyped. You already know, my friend. It's good to see you, Steve. Wish his face was a little taller and yellow eyes, but still gonna be dope. The saber twirl was sick. Yeah, and maybe by the end of this, I don't know. Maybe his species just, like, in their mid-ages grows a longer head. I'm just playing. But it is possible for him to have the yellow Sith eyes by the end. Maybe he's not as deep into the dark side as we see him in Rebels at this point. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm sure we will see some scenes with them having the yellow eyes and stuff. But I don't know. I'm excited for it, man. I'm super excited for it. CT0420 says, I'm going to go play Jedi Academy now that I just watched the trailer. Nice. That sounds dope. Gonna be the biggest show ever, says Matthew Cruz. At this point, I don't know if I can disagree with you, man. I was definitely more excited for Ahsoka than Kenobi for a long time. And as we've gotten closer and closer to Kenobi with everything I've kind of learned about the show, everything we've talked about to this point, I'm just... the hype is getting out of control, man. It's getting out of control. Your boy is too excited. Oh, I did it again. Alright, let's keep it going, though. Kind of break this down a little bit more. Actually, real quick, I want to know where this is, because it kind of reminds me of like Garsa Fwip's Sanctuary, but then like maybe it's Mos Eisley. I can't tell where this is, but I still kind of think it's most likely on Tatooine. Let me know what you guys think in the chat, though. Streaming exclusively on Disney Plus. Do it. Then we get Kenobi. Looks like he's maybe going to work or leaving work. Maybe he works with all of these people. The big nose dude in the back. And then here we have our first look at the Inquisitor hideout. I love the look of this. I love that it's underwater. You can kind of tell from the glass out in the background there that that's kind of the same place we saw before. And then we get a new Inquisitor that we haven't even really talked about or heard about at all on the left side of the screen. We have Reva, the main Inquisitor of the show, other than the Grand Inquisitor. It seems like, at least from what we've kind of heard, what we see in the trailers, she's the main one sitting across from the other two Inquisitors. And then we have the fifth brother sitting directly across from her. And one of the other sisters sitting at the table as well. Obviously, there's some stormtroopers in the background and a really cool Vader's Lair chair, it looks like. It looks like all the chairs are kind of Vader's Lair-y. But I want to know who that is. Tell me who that chick is. Tell me what species she is, because I have no clue. I want to know who this Inquisitor is. We get another shot of her later in the trailer as well, so we'll keep it going. But I'm super intrigued by that. And here we get a character hanging, it looks like. I don't know if they're being held up by the Force. A lot of people seem to think so, but I honestly think they were left hanging and dead. I mean, I've talked about some other kind of spoiler stuff before, but I think that's what's going on here. It almost looks like she's holding them up with the Force in the next scene there, but you can tell she's holding a lightsaber. Whether that lightsaber is hers or not, I really can't tell. I really cannot tell. It doesn't exactly look like an Inquisitor lightsaber, but it's such a small glimpse of it, you can't really tell. I mean, we'll get another look of her lightsaber as we go in the trailer here, but man, dude with the hat made me get chills seeing him in live action. Yeah, facts. The fifth brother. Ahsoka still might be better, but I'm still ready for Obi and Annie having their battles. Aren't we all, man? Aren't we all? The design on the Grand Inquisitor was literally my only negative, says Aaron Tomato. Don't love it, but if the acting is good, I'll get over it. Yeah, dude. And honestly, they've been doing that more and more with the characters they bring over from the animated side. I think it's just bound to happen that they're not going to look exactly like their animated counterparts, and that's okay, man. It doesn't need to be perfect. We've already seen it with Ahsoka, Cad Bane, countless others, and it looks good enough to, you know, pass. And it's, especially if the acting is on par, it really doesn't matter in my opinion at all. On that note, though, I will say, like, think of Yoda in Star Wars Rebels or Anakin in Star Wars Rebels and different characters like that. Oftentimes, the animated counterparts don't look like their live action. Heck, think of Count Dooku in the Clone Wars. Come on. So it's really not that big of a deal to me. Even if there is live action versions of those species, like, it's better to update them now and make it look better and everything. So I really have no issues with it. Now, to continue on here with this is supposed to be a new planet that we will talk about in the article. I'm going to try and get through the rest of this real quick because we don't have, honestly, a lot of time. But I did want to talk about all this stuff with you guys because it's so damn exciting. And we're definitely going to be doing a lot more content based on this alone, let alone, I mean, everything coming into the Kenobi show the next, like, two and a half months, you know. Again, if you guys are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Big welcome to you if you are new. We're doing a whole bunch of Star Wars content. We've been covering a whole bunch of Kenobi spoilers and things leading into the show. Heck, we're even watching the Clone Wars in chronological order now. And we're going to watch it directly leading into the Kenobi show when it drops May 25th. So if you want to be a part of that, be caught up on all the latest Star Wars news, rumors, lore, everything, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Thank you for doing it. Much love, y'all. Alright, let's continue on here, though. This planet is supposed to be very inspired off of Hong Kong, I believe, actually. But it seems really cool. I love the aesthetic that we get from it. Back to Tatooine with that scene. This one is Indira Varma, I believe, who is the actress that played the sister of Pedro Pascal's character in Game of Thrones. She's their brother and sister in Game of Thrones, and now both of them have made it over onto their way into Star Wars. So it's cool to see Indira Varma, as we did hear that she was going to be playing an Imperial, and we've even seen some pictures of her in her Imperial outfit already as well. Cool to see her, though. And now we're back. This is the new Inquisitor that I was talking about, and I love that the Inquisitors frequently are doing this. We see it in we see it first in the Jedi Fallen Order game, but then we've seen it twice here in this show. In the trailer alone, they kind of round up people from town to town that they go to as they're looking for their Jedi, and they, you know, make a point to put some fear in the heart of the citizens and make sure to weed those Jedi out. As we even hear the Grand Inquisitor throughout the trailer basically talking about how the Jedi can't help themselves. It's within the code for them to help others, and eventually if you torture enough people, you can bring them out of the hiding, you know? And we even see that with Kenobi. It's even in the old Kenobi books and everything. So, I mean, it's dope that they're playing on that kind of aesthetic. We see it in the video games as well, and I love that they just line up the people to torture them until the Jedi come to help, you know? This show is made for the dark side. Indeed, Darth Chaos, indeed. Red lightsaber. Yeah, I love seeing that red lightsaber ignite from the third sister. Yoda and Rebels? You mean me? Yes. No, says Scott F. Hey, welcome into the chat, Scott F. I think she's at Coruscant. Actually, we've heard it's not Coruscant, but I do hope we see Coruscant, and I think we could. Continuing on here, though, I believe this says Ned at the top of this guy's kind of thing right there. I don't know what kind of droid this is, but it says Ned, I'm pretty sure, in Arabic. And I've heard people speculate that this could be Kamal Nanjiani's character, potentially. I don't really know. I don't know if we're actually going to see Kamal, who he's actually playing at this point. But I think that's a good guess. I think it would make sense for Kamal to maybe even be playing a droid. Who knows? Then we get the third sister there doing some running, some jumping. The spinny lightsabers from Rebels from the Grand Inquisitor in a shot that he definitely looks a lot better here, in my opinion. His tattoos were not as profound in the other shot, but I think they look a little bit better here. I don't know, though. I think he looks pretty solid. I think Rupert Friend is going to do pretty well with the role. Who this character he is interrogating, I really don't know. I saw some people speculating that it could be Tem, but looking at the back of the head there's some like tattoos or something. I'm not really sure who he is. I don't think it's Tamura. If you look closely, I don't know about that one. Welcome into the chat though, Luke Soka for life, Text Venger. Scott F says, I think Kumail could be the other Jedi. Interesting, because I have a theory that the other Jedi that we've kind of heard about, Nari, is what we've kind of heard his name could be. Take that with a grain of salt, but I think that could be O'Shea Jackson, the son of Ice Cube. Who knows? I love they did the lightsaber spot on. They really did. They did solid with them. I think they look really, the lightsabers look really good. You think we could see Qui-Gon, says Fitzmagic. Yeah, dude, I've talked about it in the past and some other streams and videos. I definitely think we could see Qui-Gon Jinn. I don't know if we're actually going to get his Force Ghost, but it's been kind of all but confirmed that we're going to get Liam Neeson's Qui-Gon returning in some kind of role, some aspect, whether it is just a voice, a Force Ghost at some point. I definitely think he's been teaching Kenobi how to become one with the Force, or, you know, eventually become one with the Force. The son of Ice Cube? Yes, Lord Vito. Or O'Shea Jackson, I believe, is going to be playing one of the other Jedi characters. But we'll see. I don't really know for sure yet. This show is going to be epic, says Darth Chaos. You already know, my friend. You already know. Continuing on here, we see the fifth brother, who's going to be played by Sung Kang. I think he looks pretty solid, to be honest. I like his look a little bit better than the Grand Inquisitors. And I think Sung Kang is definitely going to do solid with that role. It's dope to see the stormtroopers behind him on this kind of Hong Kong-like place. I definitely want to get into the article here in a minute, but it's dope to see Sung Kang playing the fifth brother. Very cool character from the Star Wars Rebels show, of course. And we see two kind of escape pods taking off. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but have some ideas that we could eventually talk about in the future. What would make him like? It's what? I don't know what you were saying there, Luke Soga for life. I don't know. He looks so good, says Steve Starenke. He does look pretty solid. I like how the fifth brother looks. Lord Vito says, I need Qui-Gon like Anakin needs to choke people who have turned against him. Yeah. I need Qui-Gon in a bad way. Here we see a character kind of sliding. I think this could be Nari, as the Inquisitor kind of cuts him off. We see her lightsaber. That looks freaking sick. I really like this scene. But I think that could be Nari. If that's O'Shea Jackson, I don't really know. I really have no clue. But I think this could be the Nari character that they're chasing down, and she's caught up to him. There's been kind of rumors or kind of speculation at the very least that potentially Nari and Reva, the third Inquisitor, are going to be brother and sister. I don't know if that's going to be the case for sure, but we do know the Inquisitors all were originally Jedi at one point, so it's possible the two knew each other at the Jedi Temple, if this is the Nari character that we've kind of heard about. Son of Ice Cube equals Icicle. Yo, I'm dead. I'm dead. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. It wasn't that bad. There we get what's probably Reva touching the etching of the Jedi symbol. And then she's kind of cornering somebody with a gun in kind of a hall kind of area, or, you know, her own hallway scene maybe. But I think this person with the gun could even be Obi-Wan maybe, as he probably isn't slinging around a lightsaber the whole time. You know, he's got to lay low. That was a really solid joke. And then we even see this looks like Obi-Wan shooting a blaster in the next scene that we get. So I honestly do think this could be Obi-Wan with that blaster. Although the blaster he's holding there is a little bit different. Maybe some bounty hunters or something are after him. Not really sure, but man, hope survives. And it survives for this show, man. I cannot wait for the Kenobi show to release May 25th. I hope you guys are as excited as I am because it's going to be freaking epic, man. I cannot wait for this show. I cannot wait for this show. My hype level is through the roof. Through the roof. The roof. All right, let's get into this article a little bit. Let's talk about it, show it to you guys. This actually dropped before the trailer, and it gave us a big hint that we were going to get it today. Other than the fact we already had heard through the grapevine that we were potentially getting it. But hello there. Get your first look at Ewan McGregor and Obi-Wan Kenobi's in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show on EW's April cover. So here's the cover. Our first look at Ewan McGregor in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. And he looks incredible, doesn't he? Absolutely incredible. Do we think those are convoys? Interesting question there, Aaron Tomato, because they're green birds at the end. I've been wondering what those could potentially be, and I think that's a great thought. I don't know if they will be convoys, but I love that. I love that, Aaron Tomato. So to get into this a little bit, because there is actually a bit of juice to dive into in this article, Entertainment Weekly's final print cover had to be out of this world. So for our April 2022 issue, we traveled to a galaxy far, far away and tracked down a true Jedi Master. Ewan McGregor has unsheathed his trusty blue lightsaber for the upcoming Disney Plus Star Wars series Obi-Wan Kenobi, and here is a sneak peek at the most impressive cover, which happens to also be Entertainment Weekly's final print cover after 32 years, as they shift into a digital media brand. Pretty dang cool, to be honest, that this is their final cover. EW has the full scoop on Obi-Wan, including the exclusive first episodic images, so we'll get into that a little bit. But here we have our first confirmation of the name of Moses Ingram's character, Reva. It talks about, we also have the first look at the franchise's fearsome new villain in the form of a relentless Inquisitor named Reva, played by the Queen Gambit's Moses Ingram. I almost forgot that she's in the Queen's Gambit. That's pretty good. That's dope. Of course, Reva is not the only Force-sensitive dark side figure to show up in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Hayden Christensen will also be making his long-awaited return as Obi-Wan's former friend Anakin Skywalker turned foe, Darth Vader. As part of our cover story to be released later this week, EW spoke to McGregor and Christensen about their reunion and a 17-year journey back to the franchise. So happy that they're back, man. We also chatted with Ingram, director Deborah Chow, writer Joby Harold, and Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy about bringing a story to screen that fills in the gaps of what happened in the 19 years between the events of Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope, which this story will take place directly in the middle of that, basically. Including all our split run covers over the years, EW's Obi-Wan Kenobi cover brand, that's pretty dope. It's their 41st cover. Let's get into some of these images, though. I think we have some more as we go along. There's actually is that it? I'm so dead. I maybe clicked on the wrong one. Here we go. Here's some first looks at the photos from Kenobi. No, maybe not. Where the heck is... Oh, okay, here are the photos. Alright, I'll pull them up as we go along here. So, of course, the first one that we get is the cover of Ewan on the entertainment cover. Which is pretty dope, to be honest. And then we get a picture of Obi-Wan. Let me see if I can blow this up for you guys a little bit, actually. Because that's not going to work. I don't know why I can't bring them up the way I want to, so let's do this. Oh, it's not working out. Alright, here we go. Okay, so here's the second picture. It's Obi-Wan kind of hiding behind a corner. It says trouble behind every corner, right? What kind of trouble is what kind of Obi-Wan will we meet in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show? Star Ewan McGregor says we will find Obi-Wan at the beginning of our story rather broken and faithless and beaten, somewhat given up. The next image we get is the Inquisitor third sister, Reva. Inquisiting minds want to know. As the Force-sensitive Inquisitor Reva Moses Ingram will prove a formidable foe as she seeks out the Jedi in hiding for the Emperor and Empire. Director Deborah Chow and writer Joby Harold described the character as ruthlessly ambitious. Freaking dope, man. I can't wait to see Reva in action in this show. Here's a picture of Obi-Wan in a cave, very reminiscent of some scenes in the Clone Wars, in which you actually see a Force ghost of Qui-Gon during a certain arc that we're going to get to in our Clone Wars rewatch pretty soon. In this, though, it says McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi is a master Jedi and a master of decluttering, as evidenced by his sparse dwelling on Tatooine, where he has set up shop to watch over a young Luke Skywalker, of course. On the hunt, we see a picture of Reva, the third Inquisitor, or the third sister, looking for Kenobi. It says they share a common dark side goal, Ingram says about the villainous trio of Reva, the Grand Inquisitor, and Darth Vader. They're on the same team. As for what stands out the most to Ingram about her big bad, it's all heart, she says. Very interesting. I think we should take that to heart and take it a little deeper maybe at some point and think about what her character could potentially be doing in this show. So the next picture we get is of Obi-Wan, and I can't remember what these things are called. They're like Eopes or something. I love their name and how they look, but it says we all know how Obi-Wan feels about flying. This Jedi prefers to travel more primitive means, or by more primitive means, like this Eope, that's how you say it, whenever possible. And yes, we do see him riding an Eope at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and we know that now he's still riding that same Eope all these 10 years later. Making him cry uncle. Joel Edgerton is back as Uncle Owen, and we don't necessarily like his odds in the face-off with Reva. And says in quotes, or in parentheses here, but as a wise smuggler once noted, never tell me the odds. Of course not. Thank you. This is from what Deborah Chow said. She said, "Thank you, George, for casting Joel Edgerton as Uncle Owen." She laughed. "That's all that I can say." I think it's going to be dope to see Uncle Owen. I love how he's already looking in this. Some of the stuff we've heard about him, how he might be feeling about Obi-Wan during the show. I think Joel Edgerton's going to knock it out of the park, and I love that Deborah Chow is giving him some high praise here. It's pretty dope. Oh my god. I keep doing that. Alright, and the last picture we get here is Cloak and Saber. McGregor is all cloaked up as Obi-Wan again, and he's got places to go, like the new planet Daiyu, which sort of has a Hong Kong feel to it, says writer Joby Harold. It's got a graffiti-ridden nightlife, and it's kind of edgy. Hey, maybe we'll see Obi-Wan trying out some death sticks. I don't know, man. He's pretty depressed at this time period, and I mean, death sticks is just, it makes sense for Obi-Wan to, that's probably how he's gonna numb the pain. It's just got a different lane and a different feeling. To end off Joby Harold's quote, man, I'm so excited for this show. I am so excited for this show. Let me know what you guys think of all of this in the chat. How excited are you for the Obi-Wan Kenobi show on a scale of 1 to 10? For me, I gotta be an 11 at this point. I'm telling you guys, I'm off the charts. This was a perfect trailer for me. As a Rebels fan and someone that loves the prequels, I don't think this show could get much better than what we've already seen from it. But I cannot wait to dive into it May 25th, and we haven't even had our first look at Anakin Skywalker or Darth Vader yet. It's going to be a freaking amazing show, man. It's really going to be a freaking amazing show, and I cannot wait. These next 2.5 months are going to be the longest 2.5 months of my life. 10 says Darth Chaos. 9.9 says Steve Staranka. I'm so happy to see the fans hyped and excited over this, man. Even with the some people have been a little bit nitpicky, but even then, like, I feel like the general fandom couldn't be on a bigger high right now. We're all on death sticks the way we're feeling about this trailer, man. What can I say? Politics says, hyped. You already know, bro. That's all you gotta say. Reefer Man, welcome into the chat. Darth Baba says, Duel of Fates has been stuck in my head all day. Man, dude, those renditions that John Williams has done already, like the couple snippets we got of the new versions of those, whoo, baby, That alone is going to make this show perfect, let alone what we've already actually seen from it. The Inquisitors being such a big deal, Darth Vader. It's going to be a blast, man. It's going to be a blast. Nitpick, yeah. Yeah, dude, you got to be hyped for this trailer. That's what I'm saying, Darth Chaos. That's what I'm saying. A big shout out to Tim. He just put the Vader's Lair Discord into the chat. If you guys want to see some of those pictures that we just kind of went over in a better light, or just get a better look at the pictures, go check out our Discord. We have them all posted in our Kenobi section. And then, of course, you can also check out EW's article as well. Pretty freaking dope stuff, though, man. Great day for Kenobi. Great day for Star Wars fans in general. I'm just on top of the moon at this point. Anyone noticed the V in the blue? I don't know if I did. I don't know if I noticed that, Reefer Man. Yoshberg says Sheiv the Blaster dude is Han Solo, and so 100% hype. I don't know if it is, though. It looks more like Ewan, but I mean, this is during the same kind of time frame as this is the same kind of time frame as the Han Solo movie. So I've been kind of throwing it out there that because this is around the same time as the Solo movie, that maybe we'll get Darth Maul and see how in 2 to 3 years or whatever it is, how he's going to end up getting stranded on Malachor and eventually not be the leader of Crimson Dawn, which I still think is very possible we see. And I would love if we got Darth Maul in this show, man. It would be amazing. But I don't know. Take that with a grain of salt. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm just really hopeful. I'm way too excited. Making Star Wars just gave X-Wing a scoop. Inquisitor ship is called the Scythe. Baymax, what? Yo, so I was talking with Meg earlier today, and I'm going to leave you guys off with this, because this is going to be a little bit shorter of a stream. I'm sorry, but I'll leave you guys off with this. I'm talking with Meg earlier today, and she reminds me that Making Star Wars is dropping a big scoop tomorrow. And this might be that scoop that you're talking about. But she said she was hopeful that he was going to say something along the lines of none other than my boy Sam Witwer playing The Apprentice. The Apprentice could return. I don't really know if this is true. I don't know if this is even what Jason's scoop is going to be. But you talking about Baymax just coming in and saying that there could be an Inquisitor ship called the Scythe. Yo, if they brought Starkiller into this show, your boy would lose his mind. Your boy would absolutely lose his mind. If they brought Sam Witwer in to play Starkiller, man, let me tell you, that would be something. Yeah, I don't think that's the scoop. I'm just speculating here. I'm not actually saying that's what the scoop is. But I mean, dude, with all the Inquisitors we've seen in this show so far and just one trailer, the fact that we got a new Inquisitor that I've never seen before, who's to say that the first brother might not be Starkiller? Now, I've had this kind of theory, almost more a fan fiction that I wanted to create based on the Ahsoka show. And I wanted to have Ahsoka be obviously the main character, have to fight against Thrawn. Thrawn being the big bad. But I've had this thought, what if Thrawn has a new Sabaoth? And if you've read all the legends and stuff, Sabaoth is a clone of, I believe, Obi-Wan and maybe even Luke. I don't really know how Sabaoth works, but I know there's like a clone of a Force sensitive, a Jedi. Well, what if they brought Thrawn as the main antagonist to the Ahsoka show and he has a new Sabaoth? What if that Sabaoth is none other than Starkiller, Galen Merrick himself? Just saying, because we know he was cloned in the games. I know that obviously that Force Unleashed is not canon and everything, but come on. I started to dig even deeper, and I realized the Force Unleashed game originally released less than a month before the Clone Wars began. Not to mention Galen Merrick, Starkiller, and Ahsoka Tano, the two apprentices to Darth Vader and Anakin Skywalker, right? The two Jedi we know use a backwards like hold a lightsaber backwards. The two of them are distinctively the first I remember as a kid seeing them do that, and they were both apprentices of Anakin and Darth Vader. So I don't know, what if Dave Filoni and the Ahsoka show decides to make Starkiller in a way the big bad, and Ahsoka has to fight him, the father being Anakin, the daughter being Ahsoka, as we know she has Morai, the daughter, part of the daughter in her, and then the son being Galen Merrick's Starkiller. How cool would that be, man? I'm just saying, that's a fan fiction I've wanted to make for a very, very long time. But what if they actually do that? And what if they introduce Starkiller, Galen Merrick, in this show, man? I would absolutely love that. I think it's a little bit over the top and a little bit too hopeful, but man, I love to speculate, and that's some speculation for you. Very interesting, says Star Wars Politics. Indeed. We need Starkiller teaming up with Obi-Wan. I don't know if you would team up with him. This might be a brainwash kind of Starkiller. I really have no clue. I don't even think he'll be in it. I think Starkiller is almost too powerful to bring into canon in all reality. They could like depower him a little bit, make it more, realistic, I guess you could say. Isn't that literally your fan fiction? It is my fan fiction. It's a fan fiction I've wanted to make for a long time. If I ever actually have the means to do it, I definitely will. Especially if they don't actually go that route in the Ahsoka show. Your boy would lose his mind. Jorah Sabaoth is a clone of Jorah Sabaoth. But Timothy Zahn originally wanted him to be an Obi-Wan clone. Hey, I'm just saying, man. What if they did that, though? I never read the Legends books. I will one day, but hey, I'm glad you guys like the idea at the very least. Fanboy dreaming. Yeah, that is fanboy dreaming to leave off the day. Yeah, Tom Hiddleston would be a great Sheiv, Brent. He definitely would. I thought the first was Grand Inquisitor. Maybe. He's the Grand Inquisitor, though. I feel like there's a first brother somewhere out there, too. You know what I'm saying? At least a second brother. I don't know. There's other brothers other than the fifth brother. I think that's like the only brother one that we know of. I mean, there's others, and I'm going to make a video on who the Inquisitors are. Who all the Inquisitors we've seen in canon have been. At least in like comics and different things. I'm going to make a video on that. So if you want to know more about the Inquisitors, first of all, go check out Star Wars Rebels or Jedi Fallen Order. We are doing a Jedi Fallen Order playthrough right here on the channel as well. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Smash the like button. It really helps us out. You never read Heir to the Empire? Nah, it was before my time, Smalls. It was before my time. I know. I'm an awful fan. Start with Heir to the Empire. I have it. I promise you guys I have it. I just have been reading canon books because I'm a canon junkie. I'm a canon junkie. Yeah, just need enough to pay Sam Witwer. Bruh. What you mean? They already have Sam Witwer in voice acting all the time, so why not? Why not? Star Wars Crucible is a good book, bet. Halfway through Dark Force Rising, and it's awesome. That's what's up. I can't wait to see more of the Fortress Inquisitorius. Ugh. Darth Baba, me too. Dude, it looks sick. The Inquisitors look freaking dope. I can't wait to find out who this new Inquisitor is as well. I'm freaking hyped up, though. I'm freaking hyped up. Luke Soka for Life says, if Starkiller is in it, I'm busting 3 times. I'm dead. It's going to be circulated everywhere once it comes out. Bet. I cannot wait to hear what tomorrow's scoop is from MSW. It's going to be lit. Alright. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for hearing my thoughts on this Kenobi trailer. I'm freaking too excited for what we are eventually going to get this May 25th for the next 6 weeks after that, right? I can't wait for Star Wars Celebration. I can't wait for all the things that are coming. Definitely subscribe to the channel for more content coming soon. I'm definitely going to work on that Inquisitor video. Whole bunch of other videos I got to start getting worked on tonight. So it's happening, man. The content is ramping up as we reach closer and closer to the Kenobi show. Thank you guys for being here, though. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Much love. I hope you enjoyed seeing this first look at the Kenobi show, because for me it was a great day and it was awesome to see that, at least in terms of being a Star Wars fan. It was a great day to be a Star Wars fan. I hope you guys have a good one, though, and may the Force be with you always. Peace out, y'all.